Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Bork No Game video. Today's video is dedicated to Illusion Connect and all the things occurring. There's going to be a new thing going to be added fairly soon, so we're going to talk about that. First time here, welcome aboard. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. 7,500 subs. We'll be doing a giveaway. All right, let's jump right into things. First thing is going to be cooperative engagement. I'm pretty sure y'all saw this, and it's a brand new feature coming with a twist. Now, to me, when you say cooperative and engagement, I am assuming that this is going to be, obviously, it's going to involve like other people. Maybe this is going to be a world boss of some sort. And engagement, I'm hoping there's some sort of like news or ranking. By that I mean, like if we go into here, we go into the, not inventory, not there, we're gonna go into the news. You can see right here pretty much there's going to be, pretty much the ranking boards, who's the strongest. Right now, Knight's the strongest, Tensei Funaz was the best, Megumin, Pinata is the best at Guild Crusade, etc, etc. What I'm trying to say here is that it involved the news in some way, alright? I'm not really going to cover like a cooperative engagement too much, because for the most part, I have no idea what's going to be occurring. I tried checking like Cafe Neighbor, I didn't see anything. So let's go ahead and cover other things. So one of the things that's going to be a big deal and, obviously controversial is that December 30th, note here the soul summon is Karaya, Baroness, Hersey, alright? This is what's currently occurring in KR, and we don't technically perfectly align event-wise in KR, but what I'm trying to show you here is that we are in some form of alignment, banner wise ish, not event wise. All right, so we are getting the exact same content as them in more ways than one, at least in this way. I'm not sure what this entails for us in the future. All I know is that this is a thing, so I thought I'd let people know. And just note, Saturday when some folks got the Tobin training, that's when it also appeared for them. All right, with that being said, and pretty much Tobin training, the banners and everything occurring similarly, no, we are not KR. It's a completely different region. But what I'm trying to tell you is that moving forward, there are going to be things where it's going to be, we are similar to KR, not exactly the same event wise, right? So we got 40 challenge arena tickets here. Let's go ahead and blow through them. This week is going to be healer week, I guess, so that's pretty cool. Fenibeth is probably going to be, man, this team is not going to perform just because of the fact that Kasumi is in the front. She does diddly for damage, so we're going to change this up. Kasumi, you can stay there. We're going to put Nicola, and then this should work. All right, let's go ahead and re-challenge them, see if it's a little bit better. If not, it's fine. All right, cool, we're winning now. Just a little bit of changes because I know Hachishiki is pretty much better at dealing some damage, and same with Nicola, right? Because Nicola has some pretty beefy gear. So one of the things that I want us to talk about is maybe features that we can add into Illusion Connect to make it more engaging. And one of the things that we chatted about in the last premiere was pretty much horde mode, or pretty much some sort of PvE mode where there's endless waves or there's a fixed amount of waves, and pretty much depending on how many waves, which technically it could be infinite in some case, you conquer, you get X resource and you're placed on a leaderboard. Or what I'm trying to say here is that Illusion Connect needs something where people or folks have the option to build other units, sort of like Miracle, but also engage other units outside of just using damage dealers. Make us use our tanks, make us use our healers. I'm not saying make the game pay to win, right? Because pretty much this game gives us a lot of resources to summon and whatnot. What I'm trying to say is that there needs to be something PvE wise, not PvP. I mean, in PvP, we can do like RTA, by that I mean real-time PvP and everything. Also, KR means Korea, if you didn't know that. And make it so that, folks who are like the best of the best, outside of 10 Saints, because I don't think 10 Saints can be RTA-like enough. We already have like the feature where folks can pretty much fight in real time, right? You can just add your friends to a match in like the friendly PvP mode, and then you can go about it that way. What I'm trying to say is that there needs to be some sort of engagement with the community, and strong words to say this is going to be cooperative engagement, right? Because that's telling me that this is going to be the exact PvP or PvE concept that we need. By the way, that's going to be like the brand new boss battle. I'm pretty sure y'all caught it earlier. But the thing is Illusion Connect isn't a difficult game. There's ways gachas pretty much extend their content, right? They either make like insane amounts of gear grinds. Like for example, the most engaging PvE content in all of gacha has to be Grand Blue, just because there's like, you can play that game infinitely if you so choose. You just join co-ops. But it's not my cup of tea because the UI is a bit outdated. If they updated the UI and everything and Cygames published a game over in global, I feel like it would take over most of the gacha scene. By the way, you can play, Grand Blue right now, and you can put it in English and everything. It's just not for me just because it's a little bit dated. But anyways, there needs to be like those like sort of things in PvE where you can constantly do something and there's a reason for you to upgrade your gear. What I feel like, even if you add different game modes into Illusion Connect, the thing is outside of Miracle, where you pretty much provide a bunch of restrictions to the characters, there's not really anything that makes it so that you have to build like other characters, right? For example, you can be in Miracle, but there still isn't a thing where it's like, oh, I should use a healer. It's like, you can use a healer, or you could just build more attack type characters and one-shot the map, you know what I mean? They need to make other roles feel more significant, right? They need to make the summoner actually matter, outside of just him, like, being able to sacrifice its minions. Like Gagaku is the best one because when her minions die, they actually do something. The rest of the other summons, they do like some janky stuff, but they don't do anything special in my opinion. Hopefully this new PvE mode is good. One of the things that I just really want to see is something where, not just players can feel involved, but different types of thinking, right? And that's what Miracle is good at. It makes you think on a different level. And of course, I wish I could make free-to-play guides where I only use Saya and Nina and all that stuff. But in my case, like, there's Miyuki in my head is like free-to-play friendly because you can get free copies of her. And same with like, Nicola at some point, but now it's Hersey, right? Whenever she decides to appear in pretty much my server, which is US1. All right, let's go ahead and do some Tobin training. Like, this is cute, by the way. You know what I mean? This is generally like a cute thing that you can do. But the thing is, this isn't engaging PvE content, right? This isn't what I was expecting as far as like content where I'm like, wow, this is amazing. God, I'm such trash at this. Okay, at least I scored above 1100. I saw someone on Reddit like pretty much like beat this thing. Like he scored max. The game is to like be slower, because if you're too fast, like, you pretty much can't do it, right? So there we go. Oh my gosh, come on. I can at least get past this stage. I'm not saying like I'll get much farther, but I can at least get somewhat farther. So yeah, we're not going to do that again. Let's go ahead and go through the New Year market and pretty much buy out the things, get our pine cones and whatnot. That is just like a friendly reminder, because personally, I've been forgetting to do it. I'm not going to lie to you, just because there's just been things, but also thankfully I have internet now, so that's super cool in my head. Did I miss the honor? Yeah, I did miss the honor gem. It's fine. I'm not really sweating over it. I'm gonna buy these 2 chests later. So let's go ahead and expend our party stuff. Weird part I have to say about like the way things are flowing with Illusion Connect. It's nice that I get free things at some point, but right now I am so strong that I almost have no reason to like go even harder, right? I'm not saying that like I don't have things to do, because in Miracle I have plenty of things to try and conquer and overcome. But what if you beat Miracle? What if you beat story once they release the new story content? What I'm trying to say is there doesn't need to be an endless grind, but there needs to be some sort of carrot on the stick thing where it gives you engagement to raise other characters and to build other units to make this game more worthwhile. Illusion Connect is not a bad game, right? It's free to play friendly. It's one of the best I've ever seen as far as like giving away stuff. My thing is it needs something where when I play a map outside of Miracle, that was really hard, and it's not because of like some cheesy mechanic. You know what I mean? I want it to feel like there is some sort of wave mode where I am like, whoa, like I didn't place my units in this certain pattern, I would have lost, right? that's what I want to do. Am I gonna lose here? For the most part, it's one of those things where I just want more units to matter. I want there to be more things that make it feel like in Illusion Connect it's challenging, right? I want this to be a challenging game. I want outside of like janky stuff like Illusion Corridor and Miracle, because it feels like when I play Illusion Corridor or Miracle, it doesn't feel like the difficulty has increased. It just feels like the rules were changed. Does that make any sense whatsoever? It's like, for example, like when you play certain RPGs, it just feels like the boss hits harder and their levels got higher. You know what I mean? That's like a general thing that RPGs like to do in order to make content more difficult. In the case for Illusion Connect, they switch up the rules, right? There's nothing in the sense of like, hey, we created meaningful PvE content by giving you an insane boss that requires, certain things to like occur. But maybe Cooperative Engagement does that. And hopefully they add like a horde mode or something, right? Okay, so that was pretty much the last stage. We're gonna go ahead and raid times 10, do all these things, but it's just something that Illusion Connect is missing. Like, for example, 7 Deadly Sins has pretty decent like content when it comes in PvE as well, where you pretty much challenge a boss. There's certain units that are rate up, massive leaderboard where it's like, hey, if whoever gets like this top title, they get like X amount of gems and a special frame and a special title, right? I'm not saying that's what we need. What I'm trying to say is that it makes it feel like the entire server is engaged in content, right? In guild battle, it doesn't feel like everyone's engaged when doing the guild boss. There's certain rotations where you can use certain characters and it'll be worth your while, but it's not to the point where I'm like, wow, that felt so accomplishing, right? So hopefully Cooperative Engagement brings that, and I'm hoping they add like that horde mode that I keep pounding on, and some other form of PvE content where they utilize the news feature a little bit better. I just feel like this could be so much better, you know what I mean? When I look at other ranking boards, it feels like it's alive, right? Of course, when you click on it, like the characters are moving, there's stuff like currently occurring and all that stuff, right? So, this thing is cool, right? But it's just one of those things where I feel like Illusion Connect has so much untapped potential. There's so much more. But anyways, feel free to leave things that you want to see PvE wise. I'm not talking about quality of life right here. Also fix the red, white, and whatever screen that tries to give me an epilepsy. That's not cool whatsoever, because some people actually have that. PvP is cool and all, but honestly, it's not to the point. Unless they create like an actual tournament, in arena, then because friend battles here, right? We talked about it. Unless they create something where like there's like something insane, because 10 Saints was cool for the first day, and the magic faded after the first day. All right. But anyways, I'm done ranting. That's it for today's video. I want to see more PvE content. That's all I want to see. Cooperative Engagement, I'm waiting the next couple of weeks when it drops. We are very similar to KR banner-wise. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. 7,500 subs will be doing that giveaway. And I will see you in the next one.